I'm Dr. Les Anderson. I'm a beef extension specialist at the University of Kentucky. My main job is I'm the reproductive management specialist, so I provide educational materials and in-person training for producers in the state of Kentucky on how to increase reproductive efficiency in their cow-calf operations for as long as they've been taking records. The records from the USDA have indicated that less than 20% of cattlemen do pregnancy diagnosis. Tons of research has demonstrated that the single practice that can return the most profit for a producer is pregnancy diagnosis. As far as, it's actually a little bit more accurate in identifying pregnancy than most ultrasound and rectal palpation technicians. The Alertys OnFarm test has the opportunity to completely change the industry. A producer is enabled and empowered to be able to take the sample and run the test or tests at their leisure without scheduling anybody. We need to do a better job of genetic selection, do a better job of crossbreeding and so forth, and artificial insemination gives us so much flexibility when it comes to incorporating the exact right genetics for cattle in a particular environment. One of our challenges has always been and remains how to determine whether the animal actually got pregnant, conceived to the AI. The most reliable method is to come in at 30 days and at 60 days and at 90 days and do a pregnancy diagnosis. The problem with that with rectal palpation is that 30-day diagnosis is very difficult. So the sampling regimens, the blood sampling systems, really enabled us to be able to accurately identify animals that conceived early to that AI. Sometimes we lose those 30-day pregnancies. You know how we're going to know that? With a 60-day pregnancy, okay? And since it's going to be relatively inexpensive, we're not going to have a big investment in our knowledge. Do we have a problem with early embryonic loss? Is there a management issue that we have that's resulting in greater early embryonic loss? Is our conception rate to AI much lower than what it should be? Right now, most of the time we figure that out in the fall when we bred in the spring. When we have the data, we can make management changes. And honestly, reproduction is the thing that we measure the least, and it's the thing that dictates profitability the most. The Alertys OnFarm test will help us to identify cows that get pregnant early. It'll improve our efficiency tenfold.